guys, so today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. I really wanted to film a kind of travel guide style video. I've been doing a lot of traveling this year and I've recently just come back from California from a trip with Trek America, who set up trips all around America. So I did a Californian road trip with them, which was absolutely incredible, and we visited so many amazing places. So I wanted to do a video on the top 10 places that I would recommend going in California. I did actually vlog every single day out there, so you can head on over to my vlog channel and see exactly what we got up to. But as for the places to visit, let's get started. They're in no specific order. I've just kind of listed 10 places, which was really hard because there's so many amazing places. So number one on my list is Venice. Venice is a really cool area in LA. A lot of you have probably heard of Venice Beach. It's a really funky kind of cool place to go. They've got this skate park where people are always skateboarding. There was this really cool girl when we went there and she was like incredible and everyone was like, oh my god, she's so cool. There's like lots of like street art and graffiti. As you're walking up, you've got like the Venice sign, and then there's like loads of murals and really funky like coffee shops and stuff. Me and Josie actually went to this really cute ice cream shop which is just along the beachfront. It had like a really nice Instagrammable interior. There's literally so much to do if you just stroll along. A lot of the shops along Venice Beach are kind of touristy ones, selling like stuff to do with Muscle Beach, which you guys have probably seen in a million films. It's where Arnold Schwarzenegger used to train. It's where all the big, huge men and ladies go to pump iron in public. It is a public gym. They've got like the kind of gym bit, and then they've got the ring things and like a tightrope and stuff. Also, I didn't go there unfortunately, but Abbot Kinney in Venice is supposed to be an amazing place to go and find some amazing restaurants and shopping and everything. Second on my list, and probably my favourite place in LA, is Santa Monica. Santa Monica is famous for its pier. So you have a pier full of like restaurants and gift shops and whatnot, and then on the end you have Pacific Park, which is like this little fairground. I went on the big Ferris wheel there, which has an amazing view. You can see like all across the park and across the beach. If you come off the pier, you can kind of stroll along the beachfront. It is actually 3.5 miles long, so I mean you could walk it, but what most people do is get a bike. So you can cycle along the beachfront. You can actually cycle to Venice from Santa Monica because they're right next to each other. There's like cycle paths and stuff, but I just took a nice stroll along there. There's also a park for kids there and like some workout hoops and whatnot right next to the pier. And the pier looks so nice at night. Like the whole of Pacific Park just lights up and it looks so pretty. Behind the pier you have a road called Ocean, and there are a lot of restaurants along there. It's quite touristy and the prices are quite expensive, but I guess you pay for the location. I ate out at Del Frisco's one night, which is literally right opposite the pier, and it was quite expensive, but they had some really nice cocktails. My other favourite place in Santa Monica was the promenade. It's the first thing that I kind of saw when I arrived there because my hotel was right near there. I actually flew back after the Trek trip and did Santa Monica kind of by myself. So I explored the promenade, and it's literally just this street, or like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just really prettily, is that a word, set out, and it's a row of shops with Sephora, Zara, Urban Outfitters, Forever 21, Victoria's Secret, like everything you could think of, and then there's like a mall down the bottom with like the Cheesecake Factory and a load of cute restaurants at the top, and there's some really good kind of bars and places to eat along the promenade as well. So I did a bit of damage financially on the promenade. It was definitely one of my favourite places to visit. Next up is Hollywood, which was another one of my favourite places. On the Trek trip we did a little hike up to the Hollywood sign, not all the way up to it, just kind of, I'd say halfway, because we had a really jam-packed itinerary. There was so much for us to do. It's such a nice place to go for a hike. Like if I lived there, I would literally be hiking every single day. So surreal to see the Hollywood sign, and the Hollywood Hills are literally stunning. The Trek bus was like perfect to drive up the Hollywood Hills because the windows were like so huge. We had a little tour bus, which was great, and Darren, our Trek leader, drove us around everywhere. He then dropped us off on the Walk of Fame, and we had a little explore of there and did a drinking tour. We did a kind of bar crawl of all these cool places. We went to a place where Walt Disney used to write his scores down. I think it was called Snow White's Cafe. We went to this place that was like really dark. They had some really cool like cocktails and drinks, and apparently their bathroom was haunted. All of these places were used in like so many different films, and so many different like film stars and stuff have drunk there before or eaten. And we went to this really cute Italian place, and they had these amazing bread rolls which they made out of the pizza dough, and we drank red wine there, so that was really cool. When I went back by myself, I stayed on Sunset Boulevard, which was a really cool place to explore. And also you've obviously got like Universal and Warner Brothers Studios. So Universal is a bit further out, but again it's such a cool area. In Hollywood we also ended our day at this amazing hot dog place called Pink's, which was really cool. They literally had so many different types of hot dogs. We were all literally rolling home after it because there was just so much food. So number 4 is Beverly Hills. We went there on the day that we did Venice and Hollywood, so you can imagine how jam-packed the schedule was. I don't know how they managed to do it, and I don't know how Darren managed to get us everywhere kind of on time and fit it all in. Beverly Hills, I could literally just kind of drive through there and be satisfied because the houses you see are incredible, and it's where you see the typical palm tree lined streets. You can go to the Beverly Hills sign with the kind of lily pond, which was beautiful, and then you literally just walk down from that and you hit Rodeo Drive, which, oh my god, I loved so much. It's obviously lined with designer shops, so a lot of window shopping, but it's probably the prettiest, cleanest shopping street I've ever gone to. And of course you can pretend to have a Pretty Woman moment. At the end of the street is the Pretty Woman hotel, you know, when she's staying with Richard Gere. And then actually later on when we went to Hollywood, we saw the kind of like motel where she stays in when she's a prostitute. Okay, so next up, number 5 is Santa Barbara. And we did this on our second day of Trek America. I absolutely loved it because you have a beautiful beach. We went paddle boarding on the sea, which was really fun. We saw these seals, which was really cool, and we had a cute little picnic in like the park by the beach. And there is also a lot of shopping there. There was an Apple store, there was my favourite place in the world, Yogurtland, and loads of kind of fashion shops and food places, and there was a really cute farmer's market on as well with like loads of vegetables and flowers and all sorts, so it was really nice to take a wander around there. There are also loads of really cute like cafe places along the beachfront. There's definitely a lot to do there, so I definitely recommend spending a day there. Next up is Big Sur, and Big Sur isn't necessarily like one individual city or something. It's actually a stretch of the coastline along California. It is probably one of the most beautiful coastlines that I've ever witnessed. When you think of California on TV, you think of the built up areas like Hollywood and stuff. You don't really get to witness like the natural beauty. That's not what you see on TV. So there's lots of kind of windy roads cut out of the mountains, and Big Sur was amazing because there was so many places that we stopped off. And when we stopped off to hike to this waterfall, we saw a whale as well. The place that we camped in Big Sur was renowned for bears, but we didn't see any. We had a campfire that we all sat around and did s'mores and drank beer. There were some truly breathtaking spots. One of the places which I'm gonna use as a whole place to visit because you guys need to go there, the Elephant Seal Rookery. So we stopped off it when we were driving up the Highway 1, and we were not expecting to see what we saw. There were literally so many elephant seals. It was literally incredible. You could sit there and watch them all day. They were all just like chilling there, just like sleeping, and they'd like do this with their flippers and flick sand over themselves to keep them cool. They kind of all like snuggled up together. There was 2 of them that were spooning, and occasionally they'd like get in these fights, and they make the sounds like oh, oh. It was just such a magical place, to be honest, because you guys know I love animals, and to see those animals in the wild so close up was so cool. So Yosemite, we drove up from Big Sur up to Yosemite. It's just one of those places where the TV and the pictures you see just really doesn't do it justice. You have to go there and experience it for yourself. I kept looking at it and being like, this isn't real, this is like CGI, right? It's one of America's national parks and it's really famous for their giant sequoia trees. So we did a hike one day to see the sequoia trees and I can tell you they are definitely giant. These trees are like 3,000 years old. It's insane. We camped when we were there, which is a really fun experience. Camping with Trek was so cool because they literally provide everything for you. You just have to put the tents up yourself. I hadn't put a tent up in a while since I was like at Guides probably, which was when I was about 12, apart from festivals, so that was definitely interesting. But we took it in turns to like cook and to clean up. We hiked up to these two waterfalls called Vernal Falls and Nevada Falls. Some of the group did the Yosemite Falls, which was supposed to be the hardest hike in the whole valley. As someone who doesn't necessarily do much hiking, I absolutely loved hiking in Yosemite. It was just so beautiful. Like the views that you see are just incredible. At the bottom of that trail there's a kind of area where there's like a gift shop, a pizza restaurant, a bar, an ice cream place, loads of really cute places to like stock up beforehand and also get an ice cream after your hike to reward yourself, which is what we did. So San Francisco, which is where we ended up at the end of our Trek trip. I absolutely fell in love with the city. It is just such a cool city. I loved the architecture there. They had amazing style houses. We went to the Mission District, which was a really cool place with loads of murals with street art and like thrift shops and just funky coffee places. We also went to, I think it was called Haight Street. It's spelled H-A-I-G-H-T, not H-A-T-E though. That was really cool because it had loads of really nice boutiques. So I picked up a few pieces of clothing there. There were loads of food places. They had a Ben & Jerry's shop with the hugest ice cream cones I have ever seen. We had dinner in Chinatown, which was really cool. We went to this amazing Chinese place where they just brought out like loads of different dishes for you to eat. Me and Josie spent like a whole day shopping in Union Square, which is like the shopping area in San Francisco. They've got literally every single department store there, every single like high street shop, and they've got like a Westfield mall there. We were literally in shopping heaven. We also went out to this really cool bar one night on our, I think it was our last night with Trek. They had like a salsa night on upstairs and we just went up there and danced. We probably looked like absolute idiots, but that was really fun. Also one night we did a Golden Gate sunset cruise, which was so surreal. Oh my god, it was amazing. We had to all wear these jackets though because it got so windy and cold. Along the wharf there's loads of really cool seafood places. We ate at one, I think it was called The Hook. And number 10, my final place to visit is Alcatraz. So we did this when we were in San Francisco. You get this ferry across to the islands. I've never done a tour of a prison, never mind such a notorious prison. What I was so surprised at is how beautiful the island is. It is literally stunning. It was just so interesting learning about all the like escapes and what went on there, and actually walking around where these prisoners were was just crazy. It is a definite must do. So guys, that is it, and I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I do want to visit more of California. I absolutely loved it so much, and especially just the people that we went on the Trek trip with. It just absolutely made the trip, having such a great group. If you want more information on Trek America, I'll leave the link to their website and all their social media in the description below. Let me know if you want me to do any more kind of travel style videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!